Prisoners serving life sentences wait for the earth to suddenly shake, for the walls to somehow suddenly come crumbling, tumbling, and for the bars to somehow magically break. There's nothing wrong with them that $1,000 can't fix, that 1,000 arms can't hold down in the ground. They're tattooing the stones with cusses like cavemen. Yo mama was here, but they wanna run through the air with no barriers or obstacles. Gunmen or guard dogs or priests, and to rise from the mud and start over and over with the people out dead. If Hans Christian Andersen could have had his way with me, then none of this shit would have ever gone down. In my cell, I'm tattooing myself with mermaids and swallows, and I do swallow. My mama thinks I'm grown, but I'm really just little, and someday I will remember. Someday I will remember. Someday I will remember. Walking home from work, stop at the supermarket, the condiment aisle. A jar of pickles catches the eye, made eye contact with a solitary pickle, but the jar took it home, then made it up the stairs and made it through the doorway and waded through the floor. Tried to head in a general direction of the bathroom, the truest room in a whole damn house, saying love is the answer to a question that I have forgotten, and I know I've been asked. So the answer has got to be love. Yeah. So feeding time with TV, then sleeping time, not sleepy, so reading time with Pickle. But where the bedside lamp had been is now emanating soft, soft green. Has it always been this way? Is it possible that all this magic went unnoticed? And maybe now things will start to change, and life will turn a better page. No more rage. Saying love is the answer to a question that I have forgotten, but I know I've been asked, and the answer's got to be love. La, 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 Tomorrow back to work again. A run to the supermarket, running hopeful through the aisles. Haven't been this happy in a long time, but not a single jar will smile after all. Man, pickle jars are just pickle jars, and pickles are just pickles. Ingredients: water, salt, cucumbers, garlic, and pickling spices. It's the answer to a question that I have forgotten, and I know I've been asked, and the answer's got to be love. Love is the answer to a question that I have forgotten, and I know I've been asked, and the answer's got to be love, and the answer's got to be love, and the answer's got to be love, and the answer's got to be love. My rhyme ain't good just yet, my brain and tongue just met, and they ain't friends so far. My words don't travel far, they tangle in my hair and tend to go nowhere. They grow right back inside, right past my brain and eyes, into my stomach juice, where they don't serve much use. No healthy calories, nutrition values, and I absorb back in the words right through my skin. They sit there festering inside my bowels, the consonants and vowels. The consequence of sounds, the consonants and vowels. The consequence of sounds. Got a soundtrack in my mind all the time. Kids screaming from too much beat up, and they don't even rhyme. They just stand there on a street corner, skin tucked in and meat side out, and shouting. I'd like to turn them down, but there ain't no knob. Born into picket fences, not into picket lines. All this hippie shit's for the 60s and a cliche in our times. But what if one of these days your heart will just stop ticking, and they sort of just don't find you till your cubicle is reeking? The consonants and vowels. The consequence of sound. the consonants and vowels, the consequence of sounds. Down, 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 down. Did you know that the grave diggers still get you stuck in the machine, even though it's a whole other daydream? It's another town, it's another world where the kids asleep and the loans are paid and the lawns are mowed. Would you think all the grave diggers were gone just 'cause one song is done? There's always another one waiting right around the bend till this one ends. Then it begins squeaky clean and it starts all over again. The weather report keeps on tossing and turning, predicting and warning and warning and warning of possible leakage from news publications and possible leakage from news TV stations. That very same morning, right next to her coffee, she noticed some bleeding and heard hollow coughing. The National Geographic was being too graphic when all she had wanted to know was the traffic. The world's got a nosebleed, it said, and we're flooding, but we keep on cutting the trees in the forests, and we keep on paying those freaks on the TV who claim they will save us but want to enslave us. And sweating like demons, they scream through our speakers, but we leave the sound on 'cause silence is harder. And no one's the killer and no one's the martyr. The world that has made us can no longer contain us, and prophets are silent and riding away 'cause the consonants and vowels, the consequence of sound, the consonants and vowels, the consequence of sound.